Good morning, everybody. Oren J here with another War of the Visions video, and today we're going to talk about part 2 of the Nier Automata rerun for global. More specifically, we're going to preview 2P, see how she kind of fits that earth element perfectly, and the new accessory that's coming out with her, which is really good as well. But first, I did want to show off an attempted arena team I've been doing with A2 this week. I will tell you right now, A2, everything is advertised. Like, she can carry you. She's a great sword, didn't plan that, damage dealer. But my team where I tried to use Oren because I like him with her, he wasn't exactly carrying his weight very well. He's an older unit, you kind of figure on that. Freyevia has been performing fine, especially if I can find like mages for her to fight or something like that. But anyway, I might do an A2 like battle preview or like feature video once I build a team that works a little bit better than Oren and Freyevia. But there's so many combos with her, it's been really fun messing with that. This video though is a focus on a 2P, our new unit. Now, she's an Earth Element 90 cost unit. You're a number 2 P type. This is a unit that just fits Earth, right? She's going to be hard to kill. She's going to have some evade mix in there. And if that sounds like your favorite Earth unit, yeah, you're onto something here. That's what she is. Her accessory, her TMR, I'm not super stoked about. Like, it has some evade HP defense on it. So it kind of is in line with what her kit's supposed to do, but it's missing agility, which I think is important. And the buff is just okay. Reaction block rate 50 is nice. HP, regenerate is okay as well, but I think you're better off with like a haste TMR or, one of those more premium TMR buffs than hers. Now, her master ability. She's got the group buff. Okay, that's good. AoE resist 10. You love to see that. Critical hit rate 10. So nothing about evade here. This is all about doing more damage and taking less damage, which you want both of those things. And when you're talking about your big stats, right? Your penetrations, your defense pin, strike attack pin for her, AoE resist, single target resist. She starts building that up right there. Now, her dream ability, she does pick up 15 evasion rate. That's going to be a big deal for her because she is going to want to dodge. And she picks up a little bit of strike attack resist pin and an upgraded skill. So with her master abilities, they're good. Some of the numbers are a little low here. You're at like 10s or 15s, but they're all good numbers to have. So we like to see that. Now, her support ability, she gets AoE resist and an effect not translated right here. We'll see what that is more coming out tomorrow. Then you have some choices. I don't know that you would run this one unless you're going for her bruiser build, but her second new one, I think it looks like a must run. Let me go ahead and zoom this in a little bit more. Let's get a little higher. Oh my lag city. Okay, there we go. That's fine. So here we go. That looks a little better. Can we see everything on the screen? We'll give this a little test run. We'll doing it live. Okay, that looks fine. So here we have attack, defense pin, and critical hit rate. This is like everything for your doing damage, right? You get more raw stat, defense pin, which you're absolutely going to need, and crit will just help you hurt people more. Then, if you want to go more of an evadey route, remember agility, luck, and evade are your stats. Here's move 1 with agility. You have to be a little careful with this. Move 1, not always the best thing because it can bait you into getting into range before you get like your full buff routine off. So watch out with that, but agility is going to be a very important stat on her. You do have HP elemental chain resist. I don't think you're running that ever. And acquired AP, that seems kind of bad as well. So you're going to choose between this one, right, with your attack, your defense pin, your crit rate, and AoE resist or agility. I think a lot of people will go with this agility route, especially to try to get some more dodges in, but AoE resist is a safe play, right? And you're already stacking up a nice amount of AoE resist when you combine that and her master ability. For her counter, she has reflex. Excellent. Let's just run reflex, then feel good about ourselves. Okay, what's her new main job? So she has her cheat move is a lightning killer move, 121% mod. It's strike attack. It's short range at only 2, but only costs 13 AP. Now, this buff, right? Pursuit, counter mode, and barrier field. These cost city. I'm not sure what city is. I think that's TP that was translated to city. You'll love to see it. Anyhow, what are we getting here? Well, this is an evasion buff, right? It's going to be 25 evade, which is a big deal, 25 crit rate to help her do damage, a follow-up move, which we'll go check out. And that follow-up move is the thing that's upgraded with the upgrade to the skill. And then she gets a new counter, evasion counter for 3 turns for self, with this cast. So a lot of follow-up things here, and let's go look at those. So evade counter looks like this: 200% chance to activate effects when evading a physical hit, a return attack. So there's one unit in the game, I believe it is gosh, wait, who is the unit? It's Violet from Persona 5, who when she dodges will counterattack. So 2P, getting one of those as well. Then she gets her upgraded Pursuit right here for an actual follow-up attack that dispels Protect. That's pretty awesome. So a nice little, this is a great buff. It's a great buff. It's going to make her more evading, help her do a little bit of damage, and give her those follow-up effects. She then gets Barrier Field, which is the other thing you're going to want to have her cast. And in fact, this will be your move that controls her movement early on. You don't want her running to your team, you want her going solo, and you want her to use this move, you need to put her far away from everybody. You put her close to people, she's going to prio this thing. So reduces physical damage taken by 50% for 3 times for herself, so she gets a physical shield. She gets an attack steroid for her and her allies, decreases AP consumption for her and her allies, and gives defense for her and her allies. So a lot going on here with a nice buff. You mix these two things, she's tankier, does more damage, and is evading. It's an Earth unit. This is what a modern Earth unit is. Back in the day, Earth units were like straight up bruisers. Now Earth units are high damage dealing bruisers that also evade an annoying amount of times. Next up, we got Must Hit the Punch. This gives her guaranteed hit for 3 turns. Okay, that's OP. Then she has 165% striking damage, dispels buffs, haste, physical damage up, and magic damage up. Single target move, but does a lot of useful things. She has Splash Resistant. This move gets upgraded twice. First move upgrades the cross-shaped AoE to a square-shaped AoE, and she's going to land in the middle of this square, by the way. The second upgrade gives it 1 more range, which is a big time upgrade, but you do have to watch out with this comboing with the agility passive that'll give her that extra move, because now she's going to be able to get in there and start mixing it up early. But this is a great attack. So move to target panel, boom, right there in the middle. Then decrease AoE resist by 50 for 3 turns for the targets, 165% damage modifier, and gives her single target resist 25. Hey, all right, that's what we're talking about right there. Not only dropping AoE resist on her targets, but giving herself single target resist, and she leaps into the middle of the team. If you notice, a lot of her other moves are very short range. So her getting in the mix with this long range jumping move, then she can just start mixing it up with any of her other moves. That's how her damage combo is supposed to go off. Okay, her job level 25 ability breaks physical barriers, gives her 40 more defense pin, which she needed. It's a 2-hit attack, 165% modifier, and she will automatically cast another attack skill for herself when she crits for the rest of the time, which I believe is this jamming move right here that decreases CT for targets. That's pretty nice. So she got 4 follow-up attack sort of things, or at least 4 things that are 3 things, one of them's an upgrade, that are triggered by one of her moves in her kit. She's doing a lot. All of these are striking, so if you want a different damage type, you're gonna have to mix in her different sub-job. Her new sub-job, the other striking one, has a stunning attack in it that's an AoE attack. Don't sleep on this, because it does give her access to another AoE attack that doesn't make her jump to the middle of it, so that's something. Then she has an agility decreasing 3-hit move that's a earth striking attack. There is a lot of PvE implication here. Lowering agility and chaining, big PvE things. She can do both of those with 1 move. That's nice. That's a big deal. Okay, Axe Knight will give her access to slashing type moves, and that's really about it, but that's not a bad thing at all. That's nice to have. Thief is her PvE sub-job in my opinion, because it has Steel Time. Steel Heart could be nice for like manual PvP if you're going for some of that cheese, but Steel Time, I mean, it's a classic. Steel Time has been a part of PvE since the beginning of PvE, and it gives her another evasion buff if you want to do that. 42 evade right there, but I think you're still probably better off casting, this one, it's only 25 evade, but it gives you all the rest of those things as well. Then her Limit Break, that's the thing we haven't talked about yet. It decreases strike resist by 38% for 3 turns for target, 3-hit move. So again, tons of PvE implication here. Resist down, multi-hitter, nice range, 200% modifier, so it'll hit really hard. This girl's going to do a lot. She's coming in at 90 cost, which feels really good. It's just refreshing to see a not 100 cost unit that is going to be nice. It'll make her easier to pull. Hey, she's been great. She's been great. From what I've heard in JP, she's been overperforming what people thought. Then, this is her farmable thing. It's not a weapon. Her weapon's on the bingo board. This is the new farmable thing we get, POD2.0. This has 5 agility on it, so just like the other pod, it's an agility accessory that's not tied to the Trustmaster slot. You get a defense version, or a spirit version, or an accuracy version, and it gives AoE resist 8. The other pod gives single target resist. This one gives AoE resist Nice. I like this. It's a nice touch to the game. And those are the new things that are coming out this week. I guess we could go look at her new fist. I didn't think about pulling this up because I went for the pod, but she does get the White Lament. So this is what you could get from the bingo board right here. You can see it's 160 attack on it, 20 crit rate. It's equipable by her and Slime. It looks really cool, as things from Nier tend to do. Has strike attack 15 for everybody, then gives her strike attack resist pin 20, strike evade, so she'll be even more evadey versus strike. And then the big thing for her is when she crits, grants falling effects upon hit for self plus 10 evade when she performs a crit. So again, making her do more damage and be a little bit more evadey. Just so much going on here for 2P. She fits the earth element perfect. She looks like a well-designed unit to me, and that's a preview for her. Now, I'll have another video coming out either right at the same time as this or a little bit later about the new Lucio, but I wanted to give 2P her own video and Lucio his own because he's a beast too. So check that out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.